Hello there friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default. Last time, we visited Sage Juliana to repair Agnes's waning Vestal garb, and he gave us a shocking revelation that we may be from another world, which would explain all of the weird occurrences that have been happening. He also gave us the warning that that awakening the crystals might not be the best idea for right now, but unfortunately, we don't really have much else to go off of, so we will probably continue our awakening journey. But that won't be for today's episode. Today, we are going to be heading to Eisenberg and taking down the Black Blades, and seeing if they have any information on what might be going on. At least any confirmation of whether or not we are in a different world. Though, of course, first things first, let's go ahead and check up on Narende Village. So we obtained the Dragon Fang, and now the compound shop at level 11 will give us the plain tunic, which is another costume. I won't be leveling it up to 11 just yet, so let's go ahead and take a look around. I think let's go ahead and upgrade the special move shop to level 10. This will give us Sonic Wave, Gigaton Swing, and Pedal Swirl. Alright. Now, I think I'll probably be going in the order in which that I took them down in the first go-around, so let's go ahead and head to this little harbor here and see if there is any rumors.
What on earth could that ship be doing? Oh, pardon me.
Did you see something?
Yes. A strange ship has been appearing in this harbor ever since the start of the war. It's a decrepit old sailing ship, and it always shows up on foggy nights.
Has it tried to harm you?
No, it's just an eerie sight, though you can hear screams coming from it.
That's the ship. It's still prowling around.
Well, I think we know what to do. There's some new NPCs here. What do you got to say, mister? Yeah, I saw it. The bright moonlight was suddenly obscured by thick fog. Then a rickety old sailing ship passed by, though there was no wind in its tattered sails. Pale spirits fluttered around its deck. I heard a voice saying, "No, no," then a hearty laugh. It just about scared me silly, to tell you the truth. That definitely sounds like Captain Barbarossa's ship. I worry this old place will come crashing down on our heads before much longer. Yeah, I'm sure this harbor has seen better days. I haven't seen it since last time, I'm afraid. Well, we know how to deal with Captain Barbarossa. Let's go ahead and get back on Grand Ship to make this trip a bit easier for us. And we're looking for the fog that is surrounding Grand Ship. Let's see here. It doesn't seem to be the south of Grand Ship. Let's check the north. There it is. Let's go say hi. Though I would suggest you save.
Where did this fog come from?
It's heading for us!
What do we do?
Let's board.
There's nobody on board.
An actual, real-life ghost ship?
Ha-ha! Guests that yet breathe, a rare honor.
Idia, stop panicking. You've already been on this exact ship already. Come on. There's no new items for us to scavenge around here. I think we robbed the the Funky Francisca dry, our first venture over here. Yeah, sorry, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Barbarossa.
Have you found what you were looking for?
What do you know of this? So you can read the hearts of men, Winvestor. Amazing. You have a second sight. Welcome to our pirate ship, the SS Funky Francisca. I am Captain Barbarossa, leader of the Black Blades Naval Force. You must be the Winvestor and her companion. A pleasure to meet you. I am a ranking member of the Black Blades, Of course I'm kept abreast of your comings and goings, Vestal. You have made quite a name for yourselves, in fact. Were you not aware? I have looked forward to meeting you in battle one day. I leave the helm to you, me matey. We'll make this a fair fight. Yarr! Yarr! The ship is coming apart! How clumsy of me to step through the deck. I sail this ship in search of a certain something, prized by the commander and myself. You might call it adventure. Surely you don't have to be a man of the sea to know that.
I know what you speak of. A man's soul craves nothing more than the romance of adventure.
Well, aren't you two getting on famously, Ring-a-Bell?
Perhaps it is something women and children can never understand. If you think about it rationally, it does seem absurd. But absurd or not, it is adventure I seek. And the years I have spent wandering the seas in folly have shown me many truths.
That's it! The truth!
Now, let us have a little fun. See how you fare against my great axe!
Barbarossa seems like quite a chill guy. I wonder if he could just retire and go open up like a seafood shop or something in the middle of a town somewhere. I'd go visit, for sure. Barbarossa! Similar to every other Eternian we've come up against, he hasn't changed all that much. His main thing is that he just hits much harder. So our main plan here is we're going to be provoking him with his to minimize as much damage as possible on the rest of us. He has no real means of taking down multiple of your allies at once. He has only single target attacks, so you just kind of have to work around that. He continues to have his lightning weakness, so we can utilize that too. So let's go ahead and set up Thundaga on Edea. On Yes, I think for right now, let's go ahead and just set up Haste. We can just do it on all allies. And then Ring-a-Bell, we're going to set up Curse first and foremost, because Barbarossa only works with physical attacks. So we can get this on him, and we won't have any major issues, hopefully. Provoke. It did not work. Defang, physical attack down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, even with his physical attack being lowered by 25%, he still did a decent amount of damage, and that wasn't even his double attack. So keeping his stats down as much as possible is going to be very, very, very important. Let's go ahead and Tiz default, Edea default. On Yes, we're going to have her actually cast Veil to increase our evasion. Maybe we can dodge some of his attacks. And then Ring-a-Bell, we're going to have him utilize White Wind to heal everyone up. There we go. Alright. Okay, 329 damage with the defaults. That doesn't sound too bad. We're going to have Tiz provoke, and hopefully we can provoke and maybe know thine enemy. We can get some good counter damage in there. Edea, we're going to have her default. We're going to try and run out that physical attack down stat if we can. And then on Yes, I would try and just slow, but I don't... Barbarossa's a pirate. He doesn't really have a lot of speed. So I think for right now, let's just pop a re-race. Just in case things go horribly wrong, we'll have that ready to go. In terms of Ring-a-Bell, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to compound a damage increase. So let's go ahead and just do 2 Beast Livers together. And this will raise Edea's physical attack by 30%. There we go. Let's see here. There's Defang. Oh man, he does not want Edea to do anything. Wow, okay. Well, there's not really much we can do with that then. So let's go ahead and have Tiz defaults. Edea will have her defaults. On Yes, we'll go ahead and set up Protect, so get our physical defense up. And then we'll have Ring-a-Bell re-up his Curse, and then we'll go on the offense next turn. I don't really care about the damage down. The way that the setup that I have will do a lot of damage regardless. So we'll just go ahead and utilize Moonshadow to increase our physical attack with Tiz. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Free Lunge to prep for the next turn. And then Idia, let's go ahead and just... we'll go ahead and not run. We can't really run. She only has Moonshadow, so we'll just go ahead and have her attack for 1 turn. And then Agnes, we'll actually go ahead and utilize Quick to increase our hit count. And then Ringabel, we'll do White Wind. Again, Barbarossa, he doesn't really have much... he can't really hurt you that much if you're trying to keep his physical attack down and your defense is up. Because he can't hit multiple people at once, you can kind of just control his attack power by utilizing Provoke if it decides to ever land. And his HP isn't really all that high, like every other Eternian. He is roughly 60,000 80,000 HP. Because of that, I'm just going to go full on the offense here. We'll have Agnes re-up a Quick, and then we'll have Ringabel, White Wind, just in case anything goes wrong. Speed things up. Oh, hey, he's finally deciding to Brave. I think that might be a little late, though. Idiot's going to rip through him. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely how some of these fights can go if you have the specific ninja setup that I have. We get it back as Swine for our troubles. For the most part, just keep Barbarossa's physical attack down, your physical defense up, and you won't have any major issues. That's pretty good.
You and your allies have bested me, Windvestal. Such power. Forgive me, Suleiman. Commander, it seems my time is up.
"'Tis his dream. When I was young, I dreamed of becoming a sailor. Is that so? But Tiz, weren't you raised in the mountains? That explains it right there, you know? The grass is always greener. In any case, I gave it up. How come? It's hard to become a sailor if you can't swim, and I can't. Well, that is to be expected, considering you lived far from the sea. Abandoning your dream for such a trivial matter. What a shame. I don't think swimming is so trivial if you're at sea all the time. Listen, Tiz, and listen good. Ringabel over there and all the Duchy's officers pilot airships, but not one of them is able to fly on his own. She's kind of got a point there. But yeah, Barbarossa really hasn't changed all of that much. His dialogue is very similar. You can talk to him. Southeast boys, my sea dog senses telling me Susanoo lies southeast. Now that's different. He's talking about Susanoo. That's interesting. We can also talk to the spirits on his ship again. Mephilia, someday I'll be at your side once more. That's still strange. We've encountered Mephilia twice now, and she has not mentioned any potential sailor love interest or something, or family member. It's a little strange. Maybe she doesn't reciprocate those feelings? I can't remember the last time I ate. I'm not hungry, so it couldn't have been long. Strange. Yeah, the dialogue isn't all that different for these guys, but hey, you know, you get to go back to the Funky Francisca and hang out. Alright, so I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different. Now that I've showcased a little bit of how powerful a fully decked out ninja can be, I think I'm going to move Idia over to another job I leveled up that I really want to showcase. Dark Knight. This, in my opinion, is probably the most powerful job in the game. Now, I don't think I'll be able to show off it in its full glory, but I'll be showing off a very powerful combination that a lot of players who end up utilizing the Dark Knight end up going with. So first things first, I gave her two-handed Gloom, which will increase damage dealt by dark attacks by 25%, whether it is a weapon, magic, or an ability. So if you have sword magic and you've equipped dark, it'll give you a damage increase from there, but if you're just casting dark, it'll give you an increase there. And then I also have physical attack 30% up. That'll just be a really powerful thing to have. I'm going to keep sword magic as her sub-job command, though. And I'm going to be removing one of her Kotetsus. Thankfully, she still has S-rank affinity with katanas. There's not really a sword that'll give me a better boost, so this is probably the best play. And there's a really interesting combo that you can utilize with Dark Knight that I want to show off in these coming encounters. The Dark Knight has a lot of ways that you can play with it. Looking at some of its abilities just real quick, its main gimmick is by utilizing its HP in order to deal lots of dark damage that are stronger than your regular attack. And the main thing I'll be utilizing is Rage, which requires 2 BP, but it basically will utilize Dark Bane 5 times until your HP drops to 1. So it's basically this attack, Dark Bane, 5 times for 2 BP, which is really good. It's a huge boost. But you can also drop your HP down to 1 and utilize Minus Strike, which will do more damage the more HP you've lost, which for right now, we would do roughly 4,244 damage maximum per Minus Strike if Idia's HP was at 1. There's lots of strategies, I'll be showing off a few of them, but today we're going to be showing off one of my personal favorite ones that doesn't really put the Dark Knight at any risk of dying, which is one of their biggest gimmicks, is that they're very high risk, high reward, but if you play your cards right, you won't have any major issues. And I think dealing with Praline seems like the best example to give it to. So, let's go ahead and save up, and go and talk to Commander Goodman and see if he needs our help, which most likely he does. This is a war we're talking about.
Welcome, Wind Vestal. I see you have companions, too. Well met. I am Daniel Goodman, commander of the Shield Bearers. I must apologize on behalf of my soldiers. They did not know who you were when they stopped you.
No need to apologize. After all, you were kind enough to grant us the audience we sought.
I am happy to accommodate you. Now, what is it I can help you with?
We have come to these lands to journey to the Temple of Fire and awaken the crystal there.
The Temple of Fire. I am afraid that...
Yes, we are aware the way there has been buried in lava. What is the current status of the Mithril Mine?
The Mithril Mine? The Sword Bearers have occupied it at times, though we usually wrest it back from them. Currently, it is not held by either side.
I see. Thank you very much. Oh, would you be able to grant us permission to stay in Heartschild?
Of course. The Shield Bearers welcome the Vestal and her companions. Feel free to rest your travel-weary bones in town. Someone, show the Vestal and her companions the way.
Oh yeah, oops, I was gonna show that off, but I completely forgot that was even a thing. If you try to go into Heartschild before you talk to Commander Goodman here, and both before this point and after, when we're meeting him for the second time, basically, you cannot enter Heartschild. You'll be blocked off and you cannot enter. That's unfortunate I didn't get to show that off, but it's okay. So, let's talk to Mr. Commander Goodman here.
What can I help you with?
Let's take care of that.
Oh, look! The Wind Vestal and her merry band have graced us with their presence! We haven't come to hear you sing, if that's what you think. Oh, please! I'm sure you heard rumors of my voice and couldn't help but come to see for yourself. Because we all know when I sing...
We go wild, yeah.
You won't get your way, so
Honestly, I can't bear to hear Praline talk. I'm not gonna speed this up a little bit. Yeah. Let's get into the fight. Alrighty, Praline. She has not changed very much at all. In fact, her goons are still the most dangerous part of her kit. And keeping one alive is honestly the best bet, but I'm not gonna do that. For right now, we're gonna go ahead and just have Tiz provoke. Yeah, sorry if you want to watch the cutscene, you can go play it for yourself. Praline annoys the hell out of me, so I'm gonna get through it as soon as possible. We're gonna haste up, and then we're gonna have Ring a Bell. Let's go ahead and have him utilize, let's see here. We have Gastric Juices, yes. Where's Gastric? There's Gastric Juices. We'll lower everyone's physical defense. There we go. Haste. Get everyone's physical defense down. Everyone's gonna hit Tiz. That's fine. And he's dead. That's fine. That's fine too. Tiz just couldn't handle the pressure. Okay, so let's go ahead and have Idia go ahead and utilize the Drain sword ability. That'll be fun. We're gonna have Ringabel probably go into the negative here. Yeah, we'll have Agnes just raise Tiz. And then we'll have Ringabel, White Winds. There we go. White Wind, heal everyone up, Drain. So the Dark Knight's ability that we just saw is called Adversity. Whenever you take damage, you will gain extra, about 10% extra stats. But my main thing here is I'm going to click on Rage. This will boost her up, and she'll do 5 Black Banes that will just run through the enemy. I'm gonna have Agnes go ahead and hit Ringabel real quick before he decides to do anything stupid. There we go. Pick that up. Rage. Slow down time here. So, yeah, she's just gonna mow through the opponents, doing roughly 46 to 4,500 damage. Unfortunately, I didn't get all of the attacks I wanted, but maybe we can fix that. Let's hit Tiz, and we'll just White Wind with Ringabel. We don't want the Confuse to get out of hand here. We'll go ahead and have Tiz just free lunch. Actually, we'll just have him free lunch Amp Strike. Why not? We'll just have him hit Praline. And then Agnes is on hitting duty right now. I guess I should have equipped the Confuse immune lockets, but I didn't really see any main issue with that. Let's go ahead and curse Praline. There we go. Curse her. Alright, Amp Strike, even without any buffs, is still doing very respectable damage. There's counter. We're going to have Idia Rage again. We're going to have Agnes go ahead and actually, we're going to have her Brave once. We'll have her haste everyone, just to make sure our speed is up as high as possible. And then we'll go ahead and have her cast Re-Raise, just in case things go wrong. And then we'll have Ringabel heal. I have no major qualms with his damage right now. I don't really care about doing curse or anything. We'll just heal up. There we go. 3,000 damage ain't bad. Yeah, the Dark Bane strategy, she's not losing any HP for this because she's utilizing Drain. It counts as a physical attack. So she's just able to just wham on them. Praline is probably going to bring back her allies, which is fine. Bodyguards, yep, that's fine. We're just going to have Tiz free lunch and just start amp striking all of her little goons here. And then we're going to have Idia. She still has her Drain, so we're just going to click on Rage. And Agnes, we're going to have her default. And Ringabel, we'll have him go ahead and gastric juices our opponents here. See if we can get their physical defense down. Free lunch, get the amp strikes. There's one goon down, 2 goons. And Praline should be going down here fairly soon. Just all the rages, there we go. That went a little fast for compared to the other encounters, but I just wanted to showcase the fast-paced nature of the rage ability. And it's just another very powerful means of dealing damage. It might be a little inconsistent in how many hits you might get off, but it's still very, very powerful. And that's not even the strongest we can make that attack. It can go even further.
How could you? I was born to perform. I only wanted my songs to be heard. That does it. I'm going back to ordinary life.
No, Praline! Don't leave us!
I'm so sorry, everyone.
The plan went off without a hitch. You drowned her out completely. We should suffer much less attrition on the Eisen Bridge from now on. You've done us a great service.
Screaming louder than Praline. I mean, that always works, you know? Straight-laced Agnes. That young lady was amazing. Such a carefree voice and super cute moves, and her songs made you want to get up and dance. Perhaps it was because of my long years at the temple, but I did not particularly fancy such noisy music. Oh, you thought it was noisy, Agnes? Yes, it makes my head go all fuzzy. Agnes, you simply must loosen up a bit. You're far too serious. But it is not strange to surrender your body to a beat and prance about like everyone else? Strange? No. It's fun to dance around without a care in the world. Besides, didn't someone once say, the most important thing is to have fun? You'll miss out on what's important if you're always so serious. Ah, I forgot something important. I was so into her music, I forgot to go over and talk to her. Of course, in his case, it's a matter of having too much fun. It's really interesting to hear that, because Agnes was my performer for so long, like at least a good 20 episodes or so. Let's go ahead and save up. Praline didn't really have any interesting information for us, though it was cool to see the, we didn't have to go around the entire world to solve our issues there. We just kind of told her to shut up, and that worked out. So let's go ahead and take advantage of our new hospitality and head to Heartschild to heal up. And then, I think we'll go and take care of the remaining 2 Black Blades members.
The building you can see in the middle of town, the commander's residence. Mrs. Goodman has been informed of your arrival, Vestal.
Really now? Okay, I actually want to go ahead and real quick say hi to Mrs. Goodman, see if there's anything new to say. Nothing new here. Let's see if we can find that attendant before things go crazy. Shopping on Heartschild. Say, Idia, didn't the proprietress ask us to pick something up while we went out? Ah, I almost forgot the shopping list. Dats and Zats had some requests too. This must be Dats' list. Let's see here. Coarsely ground sausage and heart salami, 2 barrels each. All that for 1 person? And for Zats, let's see. Cheese with holes in it. I knew he was a mouse. I knew it. Why am I not surprised? Exactly. Exactly. And the proprietress? What does she want? 1 barrel of salted pork, 1 clump of Eisenrock salt, and 5 barrels of potatoes. Come to think of it, that's an awful lot for us to carry all by ourselves. There's more. The gifts are for the commander's wife and any townsfolk that help you. Gifts? That's right. She gave it to me when we left Grandship. A barrel of chock full of dried seaweed and dried fish. This town is ringed by volcanoes and plagued by civil war. I'm sure they'll be delighted to get some of the sea's bounty. The proprietress sure thinks of everything. How about we buy a gift for her this time? Great idea. Shopping. I've never been a big fan of going on like shopping sprees and whatnot, but it's nice to buy gifts for other people. As long as you have the funds for it, man. There's been some times where I've gotten a little too ambitious with my gifts, and I've paid the price for it. Brings back some memories. Oh dear. Anyway, let's go ahead and save up. I think we'll continue to go in order. So, next up is we're going to be heading to the headquarters of the Black Blades and taking care of 2 of our major adversaries. Here at Stark Fort, nothing's changed, no new cutscenes and whatnot. There's still an airship and a few ships over there on the horizon that are normally gone. In terms of this shopkeep, I'll go back to Heartschild here soon. But this traveling merchant, let's see if you have anything new. You do! The Crimson Spear. 25% more damage when attacking multiple enemies at once. This is pretty standard by now. Other than that, nothing really all that new. So, we're just gonna head right into Stark Fort and take down our 2 main opponents here. Remember, there are actually 2 enemies to take down here. If we go to the far left, we can face down Kata once again. Jesus, I don't really want to do this, but, you know, that's how it is sometimes. Kata's a freak. We'll just make sure to prep ourselves for a little bit better. And then there's also Kami-Izumi at the very top floor. So go ahead and save up. I'm going to be utilizing the same strategy of the Dark Knight with this setup. I will be making a small adjustment to it. But let's see how he handles this.
Curses! After all the glory I brought them, they packed me off to the boondocks to patch up wounded soldiers. All's fair and warm, I say. Victory must be achieved at all costs. That is what war is all about.
Right you are.
Show respect for the enemy. The goal is not simply to kill. Bah! He's far too old to spout such childish nonsense. Pride and honor are merely shackles on the battlefield.
Yeah, I guess so.
He seems to think that waving a sword around in battle makes him superior. What an outmoded concept!
If anyone deserves credit, it's you, Dr. Kata. You treat not only your wounded allies, but the wounded shield bearers who fought against you. I have to admire you for that.
Oh. Do you really think so? Yes, you are quite right.
Is that by order of the Swordmaster?
Of course not. He would never approve of such actions. I have used my own judgment in this case.
Really? But what if word gets out? You'd get in trouble, Dr. Kata.
You do not worry about me. I merely seek to treat as many of the wounded as I can.
Did you hear that? Yes, not quite how it went last time.
Do you think he actually has a heart? We heard what you had to say for yourself.
What? Who goes there?
My name is Adia Lee.
Adia Lee? You can't mean you're the Grand Marshal's daughter?
That aside, is it true that you've been treating wounded shield bearers, though you're an officer of the Black Blades? Why? Can it be that you truly have a heart? Do you seek to aid the masses? If so, then help us end this war.
Oh, that is rich! The very idea makes me laugh!
What?
You are somewhat misguided. Can you not understand that I need as many live bodies as possible for my experiments?
Live bodies? Experiments?
Exactly! I am Dr. Kata, salve maker. From weapons of mass murder to tonics of resurrection. There is no salve I cannot make, but when it comes to testing my concoctions, there are many obstacles. I cannot simply use wounded allies as specimens, can I? It is far cheaper and more efficient to use captured enemies. Do you not agree?
I should have known you were the monster I always took you for. I've been thoroughly duped!
Where is the master sample of your deadly toxin?
Oh, that. I'm afraid the Swordmaster has confiscated it. Not to worry, though. I still remember the recipe right down to the tiniest detail. I can craft more when needed, and give those shield bearers another dose of my medicine.
We must put an end to him now!
Of course!
We were so close. Maybe he actually had a heart, but no, he's just as devious and mean as he was in the first run through. Alright, so Dr. Kata, again, similar to every single... You know what? Actually, say it with me. Similar to every single other Eternian, he hasn't changed very much. Anyway, Kata still focuses a lot on utilizing his own salves to annoy us. Mostly through utilizing his... He still has the regen salve, he still has the poison high potion salve that can give poison, he still has access to the dark Dark Breath, which will do more damage the less HP he has, which at a certain point is basically an instant kill. So the main gimmick here is to basically just keep his damage under wraps, and then take him down in one turn if possible, which in our setup should be very possible. Right now, though, we're going to go ahead, and since most of Kata's attacks are just flat damage, I'm not really going to worry about cursing him just yet, and instead going to utilize White Wind to get our HP up as high as possible, especially for Ring a Bell. Get that extra heal bonus. There's Water of Life. Now, this time around, I mentioned that you should bring a White Mage to utilize this spell. Thankfully, I do have a Red Mage that can also utilize the spell now. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to dispel his Water of Life every single time he tries to use it. For Ring a Bell, we're actually going to compound an item of ourselves. We're going to compound an Insect Antenna and a Dark Matter, which will make him vulnerable to Dark. You probably see where this is going. It's just going to be very similar to how we deal with Edea stuff. Poison High Potion, 1000 damage, just like last time. And we'll add poison to your to the target. We're gonna go ahead and have Tiz default, I think. We're gonna have Edea default. We're going to have Anyas. We'll have Anyas default as well, I think. And we'll have Ring a Bell go ahead and curse Kata. I don't want to deal any damage to him until I'm ready to kill him. So we just gotta deal with the poison and whatnot. Actually, I was kind of hoping that her ability would proc there. That's okay. We're gonna have Anyas go ahead and Brave twice. We'll have her... We'll go ahead and have her Asuna, the teammates, and then we'll have her go ahead and... Let's go ahead and just reapaste real quick. And then Ring a Bell, we'll go ahead and just default. I don't think I'm going to be able to take down his BP or anything, so let's go ahead and just default. Kata's defaulting too. There we go. Alright. Kata's now at 1 BP. He's probably going to try and Brave. So, actually, I'm going to have my 2 injured characters go ahead and default, and I'm going to have Ring a Bell, Brave twice, Curse Kata, and then go ahead and White Wind. Oh, he also lost his thing. Damn it. That's okay. I was a little slow on the upkeep there. I'll just have to utilize the Insect Antenna again. Dark Breath, 0 damage, because we haven't hit him at all. There's the counter, Poison High Potion, that's okay. Alright, we'll go on the offense now. Free lunch, and then we're just going to do Amp Strike, Amp Strike, Amp Strike. We're going to have Edea just go ahead and Rage just once. We're going to have Anyas, just Asuna, the poison. And then we're going to have Ring a Bell go ahead and concoct his Dark Weakness. There we go, Dark Bane. Let's see how much damage this does. Free lunch, Amp Strike, max damage, decent damage, max damage, and then Rage. Let's see how much damage this does now that we have a weakness on him. 7,500. 9,999. Adversary boost now. 8,000. 4,000. Oh my goodness, dude. We just ripped through him. Again, now that you have a lot of extra options and how you can deal with bosses, the main strategy for Kata is just to take him down in one turn. Especially if you decide to wait until he fully Braves there and puts himself into the negative, you have free reign to just ram through him, no problem. Just keep yourself healthy and take him down in one go. It's not that bad. And we got a Dragon Fang, nice.
No, it cannot end here. I have left so many experiments undone. My toxins could kill you in seconds. Vestal.
Honestly, that's your own fault, Kata. You never threw a Poison High Potion at Anya, so your theory goes untested. Anyway, let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. Looking at my MP, I'm perfectly fine. And let's go pay a visit to Kami Izumi. So I kind of completely forgot that you can't actually take down Kami Izumi until you've awakened the Fire Crystal. So plan B, we are actually going to head back to Heartschild and explore it a little bit. And there is a sub-scenario there. I I wonder. So let's go ahead and head right there. Here in Heartschild a little bit, let's go ahead and check out the spell shop. Nothing new. There's most of the new stuff has been in the gear, so let's go ahead and check it out. We have a new dagger here, the Gladius. No special effects, it's just a powerful dagger. In terms of everything else, doesn't seem to be anything new, which is unfortunate. Though, do I want to buy anything here before I forget? Nah, I don't really think so. Okay. And then in terms of items, there really isn't anything crazy. So let's go ahead and I've saved up already. So let's go say hi to whatever's over here.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Oh, Commander Goodman. Good to see you made it home.
I came as soon as I could when I heard the Wind Vestal was holding a banquet in my honor.
A banquet?
My wife is also most pleased. You can see she's all in a bustle getting things...
Commander Goodman, please call your wife in here at once.
What? But why?
Just do it, please. Eleanor!
We were too late.
No, there may still be time. Just play along, everyone, okay?
What is wrong?
Something terrible has happened! It's Nastasia! She's dead!
Nastasia is dead. She was not breathing and had no pulse.
We believe a blow to the back of her head with a blunt object is what killed her, but we haven't found a weapon.
We've placed her body in bed for now.
I'm more concerned at the fact that the front door
Won't open, right? This is all feeling very familiar.
What do we do?
We cannot let anyone get killed needlessly. Let us head to the bedroom.
Commander Goodman, I must ask you and the others to stay here.
All right, but what is going on?
What? Commander Goodman and Officer Neuer were killed?
Who could have done it?
It could be the covert unit of the Black Blades. Perhaps one of them disguised themselves as the servant. Yeah.
How the heck?
As we thought!
So you have discovered my ruse. I never expected you to notice I was merely posing as a corpse. How clever of you.
Ha! Just as I suspected!
It is our second time around.
I have yet to slay my mark. Trust the Wind Vessel and her troop to show up at the worst possible time. Well, it seems I have no choice, but...
Yeah, we know. You can skip the speech, Konoe Kikyo.
Here she comes!
I love the idea of how this quest goes through if you have done this already. The creepy music at the immediate beginning, just realizing, oh right, this went down the first time, and the team just being like, okay, don't worry, we got this, no issue here. All right, guys, let's just kick her corpse and she'll move. It'll be fine. I mean, Idia was like, oh, it's our second time around. Technically, for this playthrough, this is our third time around. Oh, well, for me, it's like fifth. I had to redo a few things for the playthrough, but it's like the third time around because we tried this out earlier as well. Kikyo, though, getting on track with the encounter, is still just as much of a physical threat as she was the first time, with her Shippu Jinrai being the most dangerous ability that she has, because she can take priority and go first at any point. So keep that in mind. You want to make sure every single character is healthy at the beginning of every turn, because she will go crazy on them if they are weak. Especially near the second half of the encounter, where she might start braving and doing 2 Shippu Jinrais at once, and that can get out of control pretty quickly. So, first things first, we're going to have Idia go ahead and set up a drain. We're gonna have Anya's default, and then we're gonna have Ring a Bell go ahead and curse Kikyo. That way her physical attack is not that crazy. Kikyo's evasion and accuracy is still insanely high, so trying to utilize conventional attacks unless you have a very high hit count and agility isn't really going to help very much. So try to just utilize strong attacks that you know can hit, that don't have a lot of variance on whether or not they'll miss or not. So I'm definitely going to be utilizing Amp Strike and Rage and whatnot. Similar strategies to the other Black Blades we've taken down so far. There's Utsumi, so we do have to have someone hit her just to get it out of the way. Let's have Tiz hit her. And then we're going to have Anyas. We'll have her Brave once. We'll have not Meteor. We'll have her cast Re-Raise, and then we'll have her go ahead and just heal. Why not? It won't be a heavy hit, so it won't be that bad. Shiba Jinrai, don't worry, they were both on Ring a Bell. That wasn't that big of an issue. Transients, 1200 damage, it's not bad. We're going to go ahead and default. Actually, we should probably go on the offense now. So I'm actually going to have him Free Lunch, Moon Shadow, and Amp Strike. And then I'm going to have Idia just Rage. That way I can get full use out of the Dark Weakness. And then Anyas, we're going to utilize Haste to keep us somewhat at pace with Kikyo, as she is insanely fast still. We're going to Curse, Haste up. Yeah, she's still faster than us, even with our speed boost. But at least we can kind of keep up. Moon Shadow, and then we'll get an Amp Strike. Let's see here. 6,000 damage is not bad. I have no real reason to move my special moves over from what they currently are. It's just too much work. So she should be dealing some decent damage here. That's 4, 5. Yep, there we go. And then we're just gonna go... Tiz is looking a little weak. So we'll just have Idia focus on Kikyo. We'll have Anyas Cura. Actually, we'll have her re-up Protect, and we'll have Ring a Bell go ahead and heal everyone up with White Wind. There we go. White Wind, heal everyone up, Protect, Rage, and this should be enough to take her down. Yep. There we go. Yeah, so Kikyo, as I said earlier, Shiba Jinrai is the most dangerous thing there. Keep your defenses up, keep her attack lowered, make sure you're healthy at the end of every single turn so that if she does decide to utilize it, no one will go down. And try to match her speed if you can. Other than that, magic still works very well against her. If you want to make a magic comp to deal with her, that's a very fine strategy. Just have a way of exploiting her weaknesses by creating a compound for it. And Ring a Bell gained a job level and learned Rise from the Dead, the capstone vampire ability. And we got a kunai for our troubles.
Any last words before you meet your maker?
So, the ninja chooses to remain silent upon her death?
You think? It looks like she has something to say. Look, she's changed her disguise again.
I used the turmoil as the war drew to a close to finally round up the Shield-Bearer commander and his 2 top officers, but all of my effort has been for naught. All was going to plan until I used the wind vessel to lure my victims, and you all come sauntering in out of nowhere and ruin everything. That is the last time I trust alternates for information. I pitted Officers Steiner and Neuer against each other for all that time. Yet you got me in the end. Wind Vestal.
She got that off her chest quick.
Wind Vestal, what on earth is going on?
Yes, indeed. Without an explanation, we are all in the dark.
Well, to put it plainly, a ninja of the Black Blades had disguised herself as the servant Nastasia and plotted to kill you all.
She used the Wind Vestal's name to get you here. We were able to stop her in time, though.
Astounding! Then those invitations...
Completely fabricated.
How could this happen? The Shield-Bearers almost suffered a tremendous loss.
How did you see through the enemy's ruse, Wind Vestal?
Oh,
She saw a vision.
Ah.
Wait, Idia!
Let it go. It's not too far from the truth, after all. Oh, one more thing, Elena.
Yes?
You would do well to check the cellar. You may find Nastasia tied up down there.
I will.
I guess that's case closed then.
Thank you so much, Lady Vestal. You have done us a great service.
Yes? Well...
Honestly, on Yes, Let It Go, a vision is much easier to explain than, oh, well, we potentially might just be from another world and we relived these exact events beforehand, so we know exactly what's about to go on. Yeah, I would probably just believe that the Vestal has supernatural powers and can just see visions. That seems a bit better. Because we can't exactly tackle Kami Izumi right now, I think this is a decent place to stop for a bit for today. We took down 4 of the 5 Black Blades, and that should be more than enough to keep the Shield Bearers have the advantage in the war. And honestly, I'm perfectly okay just leaving them for a little bit. So, next time on Bravely Default, I think we're gonna head over to Eternia and go and take down the members of the Council of 6 that we can. And hopefully, maybe, since they seem to know more about this whole world stuff than we do, we can get some answers. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.